Hello everyone, hoping everyone's having a wonderful day. I am Gabrielle Telemayan, and today I'll be diving into one of my favorite books, Noughts and Crosses by Malorie Blackman. A quick overview first, so that you can see whether or not it's worth it for you to read. Now, Noughts and Crosses is set in a world where the balance of power is switched. Instead of a world where white people claim dominance over black people, society is controlled by black people. They are referred to as crosses. They hold all the seats of power and has a clear superiority over white people. The white people are also known as colorless people, a Nought. The main plot is based around Seffi Haley, a cross and the daughter of a powerful politician, and Callum McGregor, a Nought, who is the son of a member of the Liberation Militia, a violent resistance group. The two are childhood best friends. They met through their mothers, but their mothers had a fallout, and so this got Seffi and Callum to sneak around to meet each other, further strengthening their friendship. Seffi grew to love Callum, but not enough to identify what love is. Just keep in mind, Seffi is an energetic person. She doesn't know much about love, while Callum is a more insider person, an introvert, you'd say, but he knows whether he's fallen in love or not. Although things take a turn when Callum enrolls into Seffi's school, an all crosses school. It is a private school. During then, Callum's dad was arrested and tortured for being a member of the Liberation Militia. As I mentioned, the Liberation Militia is a violent resistance group. Meanwhile, Seffi tries her best to fund Callum's family, a lawyer. But because of that, Callum feels helpless and insignificant, so he denies her. In the end, Callum's dad took his life in jail. Over a span of months, resentment against Seffi and all other crosses grows within him. She tries to show him the world they're best friends, but Callum is too ashamed and pushes her away. Soon, Seffi and Callum are separated because of the tension, pressure, and danger surrounding them. They start to drift away, negative feelings against each other getting out of hand. Their friendship cracks, their hearts are broken. After, Callum dropped out and Seffi left to go to school abroad. Sadly, but a few years later, Callum and Seffi reunites when Seffi was kidnapped by him. Callum became the leader of a local liberation militia, while Seffi was part of a non-violent protest group supporting Noughts. Their friendship and love for each other grows again, stronger this time. This is because after not seeing each other for a long time, they fall in love, but they quickly come to see how many people are affected just because of their relationship. Now, here, this is where tensions start to rise, and with the violent actions of the LM, that finds Safi, Callum, and their families in a difficult position. Now, the question is, can the pair find their way to be together when they are fated to be pulled apart in the opposite direction? Now, Noughts and Crosses captures well the issues of the systematic racism, never straying, though, from the main plot. Everything seems similar to our real history, but alternated, of course. It really does link well with the class differences, privileges, and not only the differences in race. An amazing book to read, I'd say. A conversation starter about race and inequality. It opens your mind more into the bigger issues of society, the ones that are overlooked. Mainly just people just bat an eye to it, you know? Noughts and Crosses is an easy read, like I said, and I love how it showcases some of the important historical and social problems. Its downside, though, is that there are many subplots, leaving me rather unsatisfied. Even though they might not lead anywhere, it still feels like it's very unnecessary for it to be there. Sorry, Mallory. Noughts and Crosses is a series, but it feels like the main book is where you're being hit with so many stories at once, like being multiply punched, you know, in the stomach, but one is really enough. In a way, what I mean, meanly trying to say, it's overwhelming. Though I do have to say that it is an amazing novel, a great start to open your mind and to link this to our own future history as well as to think of what can we do to fix the future. My favorite quote is when Callum says to Seffi, "This place is like the world, and the world is like this place. So where should I go?" Callum says this when they are both at the beach. This left me with an open mind, an open heart, and got me thinking very well about what the book explores and what I, myself, is willing to explore. I'll give it an honest rating of 4 out of 5. Like I said, it felt rather overwhelming with so many things happening at once, but it blew my mind and left me hungry for more. I recommend this wonderful, thought provoking novel to those who enjoy reading young adult, star-crossed romance lovers, dystopian, alternate history, and science fiction. Even though this book left me with a huge crack in my mental state, like I couldn't stop thinking about it for weeks. My mind was just thinking of like, why didn't they do this, that? But I can say that Noughts and Crosses will always have a place in my heart and in my mind. I really love this novel, not only because of the star-crossed lovers. Hello, of course I love star-crossed lovers. I love romance. Ah! But it also really well highlights the society problems, racism, inequality, discrimination. It highlights very well those main topics. And when I read the book, according to Malorie Blackman, I'll read the book from now from itself. She says here, Noughts and Crosses wasn't much a book she wanted to write, but is a book she needed to write. She wanted to write this, needed to write this, so that she can point out problems. Now, before I go, tell me, would you read this? Happy reading, everyone. Enjoy the land of imagination.